Welcome to the Leverton on Everything podcast. I'm Leverton, and this is Everything, a daily podcast where I review literally everything in under 10 minutes. Let's go. Today I'm reviewing a series called The One from 2021. I gave it 2 out of 10 stars. My title, A Wasted Idea. I have to be honest. I did not finish this series, and there are 2 primary reasons for it. Well, 3. The first is I got bored and I thought I could be doing better things with my life. Perhaps not more productive, but better. The reason I got bored with this very quickly, like within the first episode and a half, is because the acting is bad and they take a really great premise and they don't really explore it whatsoever. I'm going to spoil it a little bit because, as I said, I didn't really like it. I mean, you can do with that what you will. If you think you really want to watch this, maybe don't listen to the rest of the review. The premise of this series is that a company invents a dating app, and the dating app works by matching you with to your perfect partner through genetics, or not exactly genetics, but there's some complicated and convoluted pseudoscience crap in there. In the story, it apparently works, and instead of talking about the implications of a world where you can find the love of your life by just using an app, they talk about the threat that this would be for relationships. Like, oh my god, we're in a relationship, and if you use this app, what if we're not compatible? Maybe it's because I'm single, but I think nowadays a lot more people have problems with that. Imagine a world where you didn't have to be single unless you wanted to, and people who chose to be single were making much more of a powerful statement than people, for example, like me. I'm not exactly looking for love, but I'm not saying no to love. In this world, I would have to make a much bigger choice. They don't explore that at all. What does it mean to be completely compatible with a person? Does that mean your life is completely wonderful all the time, or are there still problems? The show doesn't address that whatsoever. Instead, like I said before, it talks about the threat to stable relationships this app causes. And that's one aspect this app would cause, and certainly it should be explored, but also the things that I mentioned would be good to explore as well. So the premise is not fully explored in this, and the other part is that instead of talking about the interesting things that the technology presents, it devolves very quickly into a sort of true crime inspired thing where there's a murder and investigative reporters are investigating the murder. They take this great premise and make it into a boring investigation drama. You can watch it if you have nothing better to do, but I assure you, you have something better to do. Like, for example, check out my other 2 podcasts, Death by Disney, where I review Disney podcasts, and my son and I, we tried to have a podcast. I don't know if he's still interested or not, but it's called the Everything and More Etc. podcast. You can check that out. He says he's interested, but, podcasting is hard work, little glory. I mean, some people have glory, unless you're Joe Rogan or something. Oh man, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is the kind of guy who would watch The One and be like, yeah, this is revolutionary. Yeah. All right. Enough Joe Rogan bashing. Talk to you later. Bye.